Sorry that we're starting a little bit late. Technical difficulties. Um, but we'll be starting as soon as the game's actually loaded. Okay. Hello, folks. Gotta love technical difficulties. They keep life interesting. So when we last left Cassandra, she had just left the symposium that Pericles had been throwing in Athens, and she had gotten 3 leads on where to find her mother, Merini. One being going to Corinth to speak with a Hetara named Anthusa. One going to Argos to speak with Hippocrates, of the Hippocratic Oath fame, and one to go to speak with Xenia, a pirate admiral. We are not, however, loading into Athens. We are loading into. We're back in Phokis at Pilgrim's Landing because the weekly challenges or quests for Orichalcum ticked over, which is whoop. That's not the button. That's the button, which is what has resulted. I swear I can use a keyboard and mouse. Anyway, that is what this quest is, and we're after the Orichalcum ore because that's what pays this merchant, whose goods I've not looked at for the week. So let's see what he's got. They turn over on Tuesdays. A mermaid figurehead. Ooh, a Phobos skin. And well, I know I'm going to go ahead and get the figurehead and Phobos skin, and decide on the helmet later. So anyway, this weekly quest, which I'm not going to do all of right now, requires us to kill bandits with headshots, with poison. Both of those are pretty straightforward, and with torches. Now, the interesting thing about that, and this came up a number of weeks back, is you're not killing them with the fire from your torches. You're killing them by bludgeoning them to death with the torches, which is harder than it sounds. Because when you hit them with a torch, it applies a fire damage over time, or dot effect. And so you have to successfully do melee damage to them faster than the fire damage can kill them, which is doable, but takes some practice. So I'll probably be getting to that later. As you can see, I've got just under 6.5 days, or just over 6.5 days to do it. They roll over at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. So now back to our regularly scheduled cult hunting. Let's go to Corinth. Okay, so we are in Megaris right now, because that is the closest quick fast travel location to get to Corinth. Let's see, we got a new Phobos skin, so... Oh, shiny. Vaguely, ethereal. Yeah, we're going to recruit her.
You're strong. Good. Gather your things and meet me at my ship.
So there's a set of armor that the 5 pieces of it are carried by various mercenaries. Hi. And so that was one of them, Hippolyta's belt. Why is there a conquest battle set up for a region which is not... Well, that's interesting. So, you'll notice that the nation power over at the right-hand side of the screen is listed as weakened for Corinth. Normally, you have to get down to only having 2 bars of, you've got to get it down to only 1 bar, rather, of the 3 to trigger a conquest battle. But for some reason, there is the conquest camps set up here for the battlefield here, even though Corinth is only listed as being weakened. So we're going to go help the Spartans out, because I find that it can get irritating if you happen to leave and battle happens without you changes hands. You can lose quests midway through. So, just a bit of housekeeping. Talking about a battle is just a bit of housekeeping, right? Get ourselves properly kitted out for a battle.
Yes, come on.
I get it.
Ah! Eagle Bearer! I thought the gods might have forsaken Sparta, what with the Athenian vermin infesting our land. But seeing you here makes me think they've heard our prayers.
What do you need?
Those filthy Athenians have been pushing on our borders long enough. Join us on the battlefield and send them to Hades where they belong.
Sparta has my sword and all my strength
Glad to
behind
hear
it.
it. May Ares favor us today.
Send these Athenians to Hades!
Smell like a dog here!
actually have you as a demigod. Yeah, so you mentioned them seeing me and fleeing. You see at the top of the screen 2 bars. Those represent, technically represent morale by one side or the other. So if you get that down to completely depleted, any surviving soldiers will flee the field. The conquest battles have initially 150 soldiers on each side. And at the end of each battle it gives you the statistics on how many you ended up slaying. I will check levels as soon as I'm not trying to. Oh, there we go. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better balanced. If the sound levels need to be checked again, just speak up and I'll fiddle with them. So you'll notice that now, instead of weakened, the nation power is listed as fortified, which is its top level.
Let's ride.
So in ancient Greece, there were 2 types of, for lack of a better term, prostitutes. There were the pornea, who were more like what we think of that role today.
Yeah! Let's go.
And there were the hetare, who were more, what they sold was not just sex, it was more companionship, although there was definitely a sexual component to it. But you might go and get counsel from them, you have discussions with them, as well as paying for sex. Hetare had considerably higher status. Yeah, kind of.
Off we go now. Alcibiades said the Etera here could help me find my mother. I should look around for Anthusa's whereabouts. I'm looking for Anthusa. Is she here?
Wouldn't I like to know? Sunrise, sunset, I save my drachmi for the taste of the divine. The Etera are hard to come by.
So you haven't seen them?
Not with a monger's army on the loose. The Etera won't tolerate that.
Corinth. The city of pots, prostitutes, and not much else.
Haven't done something wrong, have I? Swear I haven't.
If you have, you might see me later. I'm looking for Anthusa.
Phew.
You know her?
No one really knows Anthusa. And the Hetera got pushed out of here ages ago.
Pushed out. So someone didn't want them here.
We don't like to say his name, in case his men over here. Just know, the Hetera were forced to move out of Corinth's markets.
Can you tell me where they've gone?
I haven't seen him since. I swear it. I can't afford to pay him.
Then I'll keep looking.
Someone around me
Straight
gotta
through
know.
PC.
Till then, I'll be on my best behavior, mis Dios.
Yeah, so I'm streaming this straight through PC via OBS.
Are you Anthusa?
Me? Anthusa? I could be anyone for you, Lamb. I charge less than the Etera. But do I ever know my way around a haybed?
So her name means something to you?
Anthusa? She's been around forever, but I never met her. I know the Etera all work as one, on equal footing. But Anthusa's special. She talks, they listen.
I haven't met any Etera yet.
Don't believe all you hear. They sell what a lot of us sell in Corinth. But for them, it's not just about the flesh. They're merchants of a sort, streetwise. Can talk as nice as they look.
Sounds like a good trade to work in. You don't want to be an Etera?
Not in my prime anymore, am I, mis Dios? By the time I study what they did, I'll be serving clients on my deathbed.
If the Etera aren't here, where are they?
Their swords are too high and mighty to be down here in the dirt with us. You want them, you'll find them up on the hill. The Acro Corinth. By the temple, keeping Aphrodite's worshippers satisfied.
So let's go up there to synchronize. Get a nice view of... Oh, don't need to be there.
Got to be careful not to get
Stowe is a
spotted.
restricted area. synchronization points, or fast travel points in this game just never get old.
Time for a ride.
No, this is New Game Plus a couple of times over. Oh, don't need to fight the wolves. Now, what I was looking for is there's a road up to the Acrocorinth that I was looking for and couldn't find the gate to get to it. There it is. Bad form to trample civilians.
Come on.
Hey!
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
That is a magnificent view.
Temple on top of the Acrocorinth. That's what I'm looking for. People come here to worship Aphrodite, but the view is the real beauty. Who do they think they are? I need to stop them.
Only Harold.
Behind you, Mystios! Who were they? And why were they looking for the Etera? Yeah! They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes. Thieves are here and the Etera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in Corinth.
Who walks around with a name like the Monger?
Don't let him hear you say that.
Last time his name came out of a fool's mouth, the man's tongue was sliced out.
So the Monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
So he's hunting the Etera. For money?
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants everything they control.
The thieves are better off robbing them than us.
If you know of the Etera, then you know of Anthusha. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere, though I've never seen her. But the Edera see everything.
I've seen them gather by the spring of Pirene, down the mountain. They meet clients there and then take them elsewhere in secret.
Good. Maybe pray to Aphrodite from home next time. I should try to stay out of sight.
It shouldn't be long now. No, it won't be, I'm sure of it.
Then they'll help?
Everyone has something they want. My job is to figure out how much they'll give for that something.
Then...
Ah, so Cassandra has finally found us. You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
We saw you help the worshippers at the temple of Aphrodite. You've proven yourself a friend. Hear that, Icarus? Her sight's as good as yours.
Someone also spoke very highly of you.
Surprise!
Phoebe!
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word. Emissary. That's me.
And now Cassandra and I have met.
See? This is easy. And now I can help you.
Any thoughts, folks? 1, 2, or 3? She's offering to help. Remember, the Cult of Cosmos are not a particularly safe bunch.
You and I will talk about this later.
I don't work for you. I work for Aspasia.
Then the work she gave you should keep you busy.
We need to move inside, Cassandra. We're not the only ones watching. Come with me, and we'll talk.
Can I come?
As long as you're quiet.
To what do I owe your visit?
Alcibiades told me about you.
Did he? Go on.
I'm looking for a woman from Sparta. A runaway. Long ago. She may have gone by the name of Myrine.
Who's that?
She's my mother.
Your mother? You don't have a mother. Marcos told me he raised you.
What did I tell you about talking?
I see. There will be time to respond to your question, but that time isn't now.
As long as you tell me what you know, sooner or later.
You'll have to trust me. You don't get to where I stand without credibility. My word is yours.
And you can always trust Cassandra.
Why don't you go play, Phoebe? Let me and Anthusa talk.
If you say so.
I propose a trade. Help me. Help us get stronger. Strong enough to rid Corinth of the Monger permanently. A simple transaction, I assure you.
You have a deal.
A wise decision, dear Misthios.
I haven't made it this far being a fool. I know when to take a chance.
Then we're in business, now. You've heard of the Monger?
From what the worshippers say, he's someone I should watch out for.
They're right. I'm sure his victims wish they'd been more vigilant. My eyes are wide open.
Then you've held your ground well. You're not dead.
Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thugs to amass a small army. Now they're attacking people in the street, us included.
He's been killing Etera?
Killing? We're smarter than that. But action must be taken before it goes that far. I'm not the only one who needs help. My girls, Damalis and Irina, are suffering too.
More Monger trouble?
I wouldn't doubt it. Work against their aggressors, and then it will be his turn to suffer. You'll find Damalis here at the spring, but Irina has gone to Bellerophon's garden.
What's wrong with Irina?
She's looking for Cleo, another Etera, who's gone missing. I've been too distracted to help in the search.
Has Damalis told you what's wrong?
She hasn't told me much, but I know these girls as well as I know myself. Something's not right.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Good. The Monger feeds his thugs. With the drachmi, he makes smuggling. Weapons, mostly. Which is all the more lucrative now that he has a war to supply.
So, if someone interrupts the Monger's supply, his men go hungry.
Exactly. Go to his warehouse in the port of Lecheo and burn his cargo. All of it. We'll let chaos take care of the rest.
Why rob people who can't put two drachmi together if he has a business? It's illegitimate, but gets him rich.
Even the smuggling is a front. He steals slaves, innocents, who shouldn't be harmed, but his thugs can burn.
Seems to me that burning his biggest source of income is asking for trouble.
I want to put the new muscle I've acquired on show. Plus, violence is the only language he understands.
I know many people who speak that language. Then the warehouse will be cinders.
So, we have some new quests.
So you're here to help us, Misthios? You don't look like a Monger spy.
I'm more the in-your-face type. You have a Monger problem, Damalis?
I might. One of my regulars has changed. He was a decent man once, but now he's gone bad.
Corinth seems to have a shortage of decent people.
I need someone with muscle to figure out what's behind the change. Why he's different.
He's gotten you scared.
He asks me questions I don't know the answers to about our drachmi. Where we keep money, what Anthusa invests in. As though we're Athenian aristocrats.
Can't Anthusa intervene?
I'm not naive. I won't expose the others to this. So we can go after them next?
He might anyway. Sounds like he needs answers. Who was he before all this?
Obsessive, but never threatening. He didn't stand out in symposiums until he had his drachmi act for him.
Well, something's sure giving him courage now. I'll see what he has to say for himself.
If he's not lurking around here, he'll be at his house. I want this to end today.
It will. People tend to show their true selves to my spear, whether they like it or not.
Who's terrifying? Cassandra?
Move!
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, on the gender dynamics, there is a little bit that shows up, well, a whole questline actually that shows up later in the game relating to the Olympics, which is not at all realistic because women were not even permitted to watch the ancient Greek Olympics. I am pretty certain that it was punishable by death, actually. They had their own games, similar, but dedicated to the goddess Hera, or Hera, as she's sometimes pronounced. But there winds up being a questline relating to the Olympics, and Cassandra being involved in that at all is a significant break from reality. But, you know, rule of fun, rule of cool. Well, in this game, there is only one punishment if you do something wrong, and that's death by mercenary. The only question is, how many mercenaries are being sent after you at a time? Oh, Phoebe.
Good, you found me.
Shh! What are you doing here?
I heard the Mali's talking about her crazy client earlier, and I wanted to help.
You may be right. I could use you.
See? That was my plan all along.
I'm going to talk to Damalis's client and see what he has to say.
I've been here, spying, and I heard him mumbling to himself. He's weird. But maybe if I tell you what he said, it could help?
Let's hear it.
Let me think. He said something about having to meet someone at Faye's pig farm tonight. That could help.
It could. Did he mention why?
To get something from them. A deed to some land, I think he said.
Well, that's something. What else?
Oh, he said their name. The Nomenis. Wonder who that is.
Good to know. Thank you, Phoebe the spy.
Not bad, huh?
Time to act. Listen closely. You sneak inside and see what you can find in his house while I distract him.
Quiet like a mouse.
Good. But if you get caught, run. Right out the door. We'll meet afterwards. Promise?
I'm ready. Let's go.
So, Dinomiti's pig farm, deed to land.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you.
If Miron sent you, tell him I was going to pay him back this very night.
No one sent me. We need to talk. I know you're up to something.
Something? Something could be anything. You have nothing on me.
You're going to Fair's pig farm. And meeting some like-minded person there, I hear.
Where did you hear that? You're wrong. Dead wrong.
They owe you a deed to some land. What that land will be used for, I don't know.
A spy? What else do you have on me? Cough it up.
Dinomitis.
The Nomenis will be quite upset if I don't let you meet him tonight.
How? What do you want?
I know about Damalis. And as her client, you seem to think she owes you something.
I do love her, you know? With my whole heart.
And yet, you're scaring her.
Better me than another more careless man. Either I hurt Amalis or I'm killed.
That's not love. It's weakness.
You say it as though I don't know. He knew that too. That's why he's making me.
Who's making you?
Tell the Mollies I'll stop. That I'm sorry.
Fine. Here, old man.
Phoebe the spy was helpful.
Let's see what we found.
I wonder what this means.
I've seen that iron poker used before.
He didn't have a furnace. Why does he have this?
It's not used for fire. It's a weapon. For torture. I saw someone use it in Fokis. Someone huge.
Huge like the Monger?
Just like the Mongol. Though he was wearing a Cult of Cosmos mask.
What's this? A coin purse?
His things aren't very nice, though. If he's rich, why have all that junk?
He must have just gotten paid. What does the letter say?
It's mean. It says he'll get hurt if he keeps doing things wrong.
I thought as much.
And it says more. That he needs to bring the Malis to a place here in Corinth. There's directions. What do you think it is?
Don't know. But I'll find out.
Right behind you.
Not this time. Go to the Malis and wait for me there.
Oh, please.
You've done enough for today. It could be dangerous. I'll come find you after.
Fine. Oh, I almost forgot. I got the sword from you from his house.
Wow. You're a good thief. Place to bring the Malis. A prison? I should find out. Stay out of sight.
What the gods was that?
Hey, over here. Come poke your nose in the bushes.
Don't even think of trying anything.
I'll be honest.
Now you're...
Don't make me stop you myself. Stop!
This must be the place described in the letter. Anybody home? Chains? Oil? This can't be what I think it is. Malaka, what is this?
A lock of hair. It smells familiar somehow.
Gotcha! All right, you little shit. Who sent you?
Phoebe.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to help.
Give her here.
Leave, Phoebe, now! Don't take another step.
You're brave coming here. You want a whipping? The monger would love to take you on.
He'd rot in the underworld for that.
Prude, this is Corinthia. Anything goes in this Sexandron, and the monger will be satiated.
You're as sick as he is, worm.
Whether they like it or not, any victim he likes gets his special treatment. I'll tell him you volunteer.
You'll get my special treatment right now. I'll fucking kill you.
And that's the end of that guy. Yeah, the monger is not exactly a pleasant fellow. Even among cultists, he's, evil.
Cassandra, your little friend beat you back.
You made it.
And fast. I know all the shortcuts now. I'm sorry, Cassandra.
Listen next time I tell you to do something.
Okay.
I promise it's for your own good. This time especially.
What happened to you?
I just left the monger's Sexandron, if you can believe it. And it's where you were headed.
No.
It's true. Your client was being forced to take you there. And we found these.
What does this mean?
It means the monger got to him. He does have his hand in everything.
At least I know how to deal with him now that I know what he's after.
He'll leave you alone now. He gave me his word.
So, we really can trust you, can't we?
We're not all so easily blackmailed.
Okay, so time for quest number 2.
Cleo! Cleo!
By Aphrodite, Cleo better get back here soon.
Why call on the gods when you have one of their messengers at your service?
How did you know I needed help?
Anthusa told me you could use a hand.
Cleo, one of our girls, didn't meet me for prayer this morning. She wasn't at home either. I'd go investigate, but I'm not sure what I could do on my own.
She might have been taken.
I asked around. One of our clients said he saw Cleo brought aboard the ship. The men were armed, so there was nothing he could do. I'd pay a lot of drachmi to get her back.
Armed? Take me to the ship. We'll get Cleo back.
Follow me.
Who do you think took her?
Wouldn't be the first time the Monger's men came after one of us.
Yeah!
quaint how that civilian yelled at us, "It's not a race!" Yes, actually it is.
None of us have ever disappeared like this before. Some are worried they'll be taken next.
Αθωότατο σημείο. Γιατί
Corinth may have a bad reputation, but it wasn't always that way. We used to be safe.
Until the Monger.
We're not sure why he came here, but Corinth is worse off because of him.
Νύχια.
Come on.
Hey look! It's the ship we need to chase.
There. That's the boat our client described.
Follow that boat.
Ready?
And since we're gonna be in a fight, should probably get equipped for one.
Enemy ships!
Raise the sails! Here we go! Keep up the speed!
So naval combat at this time is generally consisted of a combination of ramming and lashing the two ships together and then fighting on it as though you were in a land battle. Sending Marines over to the other. So this is actually reasonably historically accurate for so triremes did not tend to go out at night. They were not equipped to be out at port for very long.
Stay back.
I'm here to rescue you.
Rescue me. You sunk my boat, pirate.
Put the knife away. I'm a friend.
What do you mean?
Your friend Irina hired me to save you from these men and bring you back.
Irina? I commissioned that ship to steal me away from Corinth.
You're escaping? From what?
You have no idea what the Monger does to people. The things I've seen, no one in Corinth is safe.
I like how the other ship is slowly gurgling its way down to a watery grave behind us.
Irina thought you were abducted. She clearly cares about you.
If she cared about me, she'd let me go. Even Anthusa can't keep us safe anymore.
She clearly disagrees.
Miss Theos, please. We were heading to Mykonos, which is safe. If you'll take me there, I can pay you the toll I would have paid my crew.
All right, I'll get you there. Next time my crew docks at Mykonos, you can depart. In the meantime, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Miss Theos. This is what's best, I promise.
Given that quest, that the escort service would have us heading over to Mykonos. Well, I've unlocked a fast travel point over on Naxos. We can do that. But first, we should go and finish follow that boat.
What happened? Where is Cleo?
Your friend didn't need rescuing. She hired that ship to get out of Corinth and go somewhere safe.
So, she's really gone?
She's not coming back. No.
Thank you. I'll let Anthusa know. Guess I'll be alone at prayer tomorrow. You promise she's safe?
You have my word.
So the reason I have a fast travel point unlocked at Naxos was one of the other weekly quests, which I actually finished when I was not streaming earlier today, involved hunting down a particular mercenary who was on the island of Naxos.
Get ready to leave!
Yeah, leaps of faith are satisfying.
Been waiting for you.
Don't try them at home. Now that's a moniker. Oh look, naval battle. Athenians versus a pirate. I mean, well, let's see, it was Olympia the Irritable. Yeah. Sounds like she certainly was. And,
Sorry. Years ago, on a bright night like this one, my old friend Karos and I were sailing to Samos when we heard our names being sung out in the middle of the darkness. The song was so sweet, we forgot how to sail.
Don't tell me. You saw the silence.
I covered my ears to drown out their chants. But when I went to warn Karos, he was gone. I never saw him again.
I'm sorry.
When the sea calls, you never know where it will lead you. Karos might be king of some faraway land by...
You've more than made up for killing my abductors, Mistios. Thank you.
Try to stay out of trouble, all right?
I'll consider it. Put my coins to good use and wish me luck.
Good luck.
Okay, so let's see. Back to Corinth then. Yeah, so the dynamic in when you get conversations between Barnabas, who's very, very credulous about what we would call mythology, and Herodotus, who is much less so in this game, but did include some, shall we say, tall tales in his actual writings. It's an interesting dynamic. And yes, Barnabas is just fantastic. There's an entire quest line following some of his backstory that we'll get to at some point. Our ethereal Phobos, who has Tron lines and glows in the dark.
Off we go now. Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
There's treasure over here somewhere, I think. Yep, there we go.
This is the place. Time to burn some cargo.
You! Please! Help! You have given me a chance, friend. Thank you.
You're untied. Go!
Setting ourselves on fire is not good. At least we've got the sense to stop, drop, and roll to get it out. quite as stealthy as I'd hoped. There we go.
Come and get it.
Yeah, it looks to be that guy.
You fight like a Spartan. There's resolve in you.
We have that in common.
I saw innocents trapped in the flames.
The ones in the warehouse. I freed them already.
A good soldier acts when he's told. A great one is 2 steps ahead. Thank you.
My name's Cassandra. I'd thank you too, if I knew who you were.
Razidas of Sparta. You're a newcomer to Corinth.
You're a spy too?
An old Spartan tactic. I have my ways.
I get the sense that's a Corinthian hobby. Anthusa has her Etera watching from every post.
Ah, Anthusa. We disagree, but have a common enemy.
The Monger?
We agree he should be killed, but we differ on how.
I like Brasidas. He has good chemistry with Cassandra.
So, Sparta also has a Monger problem. What do you know about him?
His weapon has a far reach. Corinth is allied with Sparta. It's our duty to protect them.
Then working alongside Anthusa is your best bet.
If she had her way, the Mongol would be flayed in the streets. Sparta wants him dealt with quietly.
What do you want to do with him?
Right now, the Mongol rules Corinth. I want to replace him with minimal bloodshed.
Killing him and his men doesn't seem to fit your peaceful proposal.
Nothing else has been successful. Trust me.
What happened?
We arrested his top men, armed the citizens, tried to stir the police against him. It never came to be. The only thing left to try is a quick slice of the blade.
That would do it.
We'd lure him into Corinthia's sacred cave, and it'd be over.
By the time I leave Corinthia, the Monger will be dead.
Do that, and Sparta will be in your debt.
I was Spartan, once.
Once?
Until I was thrown off Mount Aietos as a child, and left for dead.
You're the daughter of General Nikolaos? All of Sparta knows your name. And here you are, alive. Impossible.
I survived. I raised myself alone, while life continued in Sparta.
Never mind being a Spartan. Those of good character will forgive and should be forgiven.
I'm on the hunt for my mother, Myrini. The only way is through Anthusa.
Yes, Myrini.
You knew Nikolaos?
A good general, but a stubborn Spartan.
And rewarded for his loyalty.
But he disappeared, and his body was never found. The state pronounced him dead.
That's all right. I haven't seen him since I was a child. You don't know anything about Myrini, do you?
I know that no one should have to endure such tragedy alone. And I heard she left Sparta that night. No one has forgotten Myrini.
From what I know, she wanted them to forget. There's no going back now.
The displaced can always find their way home. The gods have just decided you must fight for it.
They couldn't make it any easier.
Chin up, Spartan. Easy doesn't exist.
Goodbye, Brasidas.
We'll meet again. I'm in the fight with you. Show courage.
So, Brasidas was actually a historical figure. He was a Spartan general in the first half or so of the Peloponnesian War, or first half to third of the Peloponnesian War. The Peloponnesian War went on for 30 years, so this game does not cover the entire timeline. But what we know of him, we know in no small part from Athenian records, who document him as being more than a little bit bloodthirsty. But they were hardly unbiased recorders of the war. And modern historians know the war between Athens and Sparta from 431 to 400 or so BCE as the Peloponnesian War. That's in part because of sympathies by modern historians towards Athens. The Spartans at the time would have thought of the war as being the Attic War. Attica is the region of Greece that Athens is in. Well, the Peloponnesian Peninsula is the lower peninsula in Greece where Sparta is located. I suppose she's on the other side.
Your plan seemed to work. The Monger's thugs ambushed me.
I heard. I also heard you had no problems dealing with them.
It wasn't my first fight in Corinth.
Or your last. We're going to take the Monger to task at the theater. I've arranged a Corinthian drama no one will forget.
Brasidas is worried about the anarchy that could follow the Monger's death. He wants him dead, but wants it done quietly.
That man is a long way from Sparta. This is Corinthia, so we'll do it the Corinthian way.
We're gonna back Brasidas' play.
I agree with Brasidas. I say we take him to the sacred cave.
This isn't what we planned.
The Monger needs to be erased from existence. We'll fight him in a private place, and he'll die. A simple transaction, remember?
If you insist, we'll meet you at the sacred cave.
cultist clue is nearby.
What would you like? Please ask for anything you need.
Empty words are best left unsaid.
So it is you, a demigod in the soot and shit streets of Corinth, killing my men, helping those fucking parasites?
That's me.
Ah, arrogant, just like your mother.
You'll never rule these streets, you pig!
Oh, you bet your pretty face I will.
Get your filthy hands!
And when I do, I'll rip your fucking head right off and send it to the cult as proof.
What? You knew?
Oh, I fucking knew her all right. She was big fucking trouble. But I'll pay her back. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna find your mother and bring her your fucking head.
Yeah, fat chance.
Amos will wish she was watching this.
Not if I bring her yours first.
Get the fuck out of my city.
It's not yours anymore.
Get the fuck off my streets!
Charming fellow, the Mongol. You'll recall from the Cult of Cosmos meeting, that, he was the one who was wanting us to torture another cultist, the other cultist being, where is he? Bryson, who we shall deal with as well. Yeah, he was that guy.
You're going to fight me? You're fucking crazy! I could have been there to watch Demos break your neck.
Don't make me laugh. Wait! No! The people of Corinth must see him die. Anthusa. Take him out of here and bring him to the theater. Show everyone his cowardice.
No.
No. You wanted him dead. Here he is.
It's a shame that people don't get to see him bleed. His cries should have rung out across the city.
He's dead. I've delivered. Your turn.
Yes, you're right. He's dead. Take his body to the square. Let the people get a last good look at him. As for you, Cassandra, I owe you information. We'll talk about your mother, just not here.
Thumb twiddling. There we go.
I can't give you enough thanks for what you've done. And for once, I can also thank Alcibiades. He sent you here, after all.
There's more to him than meets the eye.
He knew you could save Corinth from that beast.
Everybody benefits. Everybody wins.
You've proven to be a very valuable business partner.
Speaking of business, you owe me, Anthusa.
Yes, Myrrine. She came and left Corinthia in a flurry, but made an impression on me, like a great storm.
I remember that part of her well.
A strong woman with great intensity. She wanted to find her place here in Corinth, but never found what she was looking for.
You speak of her kindly. You were her friend.
Perhaps on the surface, but she had a great pain in the middle of her that no one could get to.
How did you come to know her?
There was so much rain that night. I saw her, sleeping in the streets, and gave her shelter.
She was a vagrant? I wonder what my father would think of that.
I didn't know what happened to her. All she told me was that she'd left the place that tore her apart. Sparta.
Did she find work?
She kept to herself, with one eye always on the port. She could have stayed with us, but I think she was looking for something else.
Was there no mention of her past? A husband, family?
Nothing. Speaking of Sparta only brought her misery. It's like a part of her was missing.
After Corinth, where did she go?
That? I don't know.
She must have given you some hint.
I don't think even she knew where she was headed. All I know is she won a ship thanks to a lucky dice throw. Tyche owed her that much, at least. I remember the ship's name well. Siren Song.
Siren Song?
It was famous for weathering all that Poseidon threw in its path.
Thank you, Anthusa.
May the gods look well upon you, Cassandra. Visit me anytime. I'll catch you up on Corinth's affairs. It seems I have an interesting future ahead of me.
So do I.
Siren Song. If I can find someone who knows the ship, I'll be one step closer to finding her.
Okay. So, I said I would be streaming until 9 o'clock, and we've got about 20 minutes left. It's 8:41 Eastern right now, which is not enough time to really get started on the other one of the other main quests, so I think we will go and help Cleon out in Athens and clear that quest some. That should be about the right length of time. I mean, Cleon is a slimy fellow, but being on the good side of powerful people can be useful. No, we could take the... Yeah, that looked like it would have hurt. We could take the, proper way down, or, you know, take advantage of the fact that we don't suffer from fall damage.
I should watch my step around here.
Probably fine. Don't mind us. Okay, that guy just totally sucks at guard duty.
There's the supplies.
It is a lovely morning here in Attica. This'll be easier at night. So let's wait.
The gates are shut. No trade can come or go. And an army of Spartans waits for its prey.
Frankly, wasn't expecting that.
Kill the commander and bring back proof. Simple. Huh. This might interest Cleon. And it'll give him the proof he wants.
Definitely better to clear the camp before letting those guys out. Well, unless I particularly wanted them to act as fodder, but no need. Ah, a ballista. Yes, he was sleeping with his helmet on. But yes, ballista are a siege weapon that do date back to classical antiquity. Yeah, that was undoubtedly painful. One of the first things that many soldiers have learned for a long time is how to get sleep when they can, where they can. Yeah, ballista, I believe, share the same root word as ballistic. Beyond that, I'd have to go and look up the meaning. This is not something that I happen to know off the top of my head. Okay, we'll go deal with those guys later.
You've met your match!
Oh great, we got caught. Now have to dispose of the bodies. So, you've noticed how when I assassinate someone, their body just dissolves. That's because of a late game power that you can get, and until you get it, normally you have to dispose of all the bodies that you come up with, like I'm doing right now. As far as the bar with the helmets at the bottom, that is a bounty meter, so when I do things... You're talking about this, right? When I do things like steal or murder or other things and get caught doing it, that bar starts filling up, and if it fills up to the point where one of the helmets turns red, another mercenary will be dispatched to try and find and kill me. I get up to 2 helmets, then 2 mercenaries, and so on and so on and so forth. Potentially up to 5 at a time. When you're still leveling up in the game, the more mercenaries you get, the higher levels they are. And, so it can be essentially a mini-boss fight each. And so if you wind up doing something that gets a full set of them against you, then that can be a really challenging fight. To deal with a bounty, you can pay it off individually, or if there's more than one, you can pay them off altogether. It just costs some drachmae, which because this is a new game plus several times over, I've got more than enough of. Or you can find whoever the sponsor is and kill the sponsor, which will clear whatever bounty that sponsor has on you. Then you can also it also ticks down slowly over time, so you can just simply wait it out, potentially. There are a couple of times in the game where a bounty will be put on your head for plot reasons, and those you just have to advance through the storyline to accomplish whatever tasks are necessary to clear the bounty. Yep, happy to. So the reason I was disposing of those bodies is because if any of these guys happen to wander across and see one of the bodies, then they'll go on alert and start looking for whatever killed him. Oh, I guess I killed enough strategos to complete that side quest. Yeah, so they'll go on alert like that guy did.
One leg. Says our back pay will come this week.
Random dead Athenian. Alright then. What did I... Oh, there must be one more thing of treasure someplace. Oh, it's not that over there, because that's a different... It's not going to be that. Oh. It's right next to us. Snake, it would have bitten us. Now time to go find Cleon and let him know.
Best stay out of sight.
Well, it is now 9 p.m. Do you guys want me to finish this or report back to him later and we can, because I believe he has more work for us. Yeah. No, not so much. So, just random thing about the fortifications here. Palisades, which are what these vertical wooden posts are a fortification that go back to at least the at least the beginning of the Bronze Age, which this is so many hundreds of years before this game is set, but continue to be used as fortification up to as recently as the 19th century, and it really isn't that complicated of a fortification. You just need a bunch of trees of an appropriate size that you can put the trunks out like that. The horizontal spikes in front, pointing out there, were not particularly good at keeping infantry away, but that wasn't what their purpose was for. Their purpose was to prevent cavalry charges, because horses are, in many ways, wiser than their riders in that they won't willingly charge into a row of long, sharp, pointy things, given the option.
You've returned. Did you bring the proof I asked for?
I think this might interest you. I took it from the commander after I killed him. You know what it's about?
What do you mean?
Your reaction betrayed you.
Yes. The man mentioned in this note was on important business for Athens.
Why was the messenger trying to get to Mytilene?
He was to help distribute supplies to the people there, to help them against their oppressors.
Who is this man to you? You look concerned.
He was only an aide. It was his mission that was important.
I hope this proves I can be trusted to get the job done.
Proved you're competent, yes. Trusted. You did read the note.
I had to make sure it was proof of what I did. It could have been anything.
A good point. And because of this, I have another task for you.
I need you to find my messenger, Yerimos.
This was the messenger from the note.
Yes, it's imperative Yerimos is freed and reaches the ship. I've read it for him.
Okay.
What mission is your messenger on?
The fewer people who know, the better. But understand, it is vital to the future of Athens.
Tell me about this messenger of yours.
He's of no significance, but his mission is. Find him so he can complete it.
Where's the ship I need to take him to?
For now, it's safer you don't know. Once you find him, he will tell you.
Where should I look for Yerimos?
If the Spartans have him, he'll be in the old quarry. I have it on good authority they're holding all their prisoners there.
Don't worry. I'll get this Yerimos of yours to the ship.
Mount Pentelicus, marble quarry, like that marble quarry, which we've not actually uncovered yet, but there it is. Thanks for joining us. And so as soon as I have cleared this quest of getting him to his ship, I will wrap the stream, since we did start a couple of minutes late.
The messenger. He's being held in that prison camp.
Fewer guards than I remember. Oh, well, there are. Yep, there we go.
I got you all time for this!
Oh, a distraction. How helpful. I'm not going to go and do all the location objectives or clear the fort out quite as efficiently as the, or sufficiently rather, as the last two camps. Just get in, find this fellow and get
Mount
out.
Pentelicus holds the purest marble in the Greek world. I heard they built the Parthenon with it.
Something tells me that we're not going to be freeing that messenger.
Looks like I was too late for Yerimus. Huh. Seems Cleon's messenger wasn't the only one captured. Maybe I can help them too.
Over here. Help me, please. Save me. Please, get me out of here.
Please help me!
Free at
Thank
last!
you.
I'm forever
grateful
indebted
for
to
your
you,
kindness,
friend!
friend.
Thank you. My legs. You'll have to carry me.
I was talking about releasing prisoners for distraction. They didn't make a very good distraction. Really gotta love late game powers.
Let's go.
Thank you. I need to get to my ship. I'll reward you well.
Tell me who you are.
Captain Onomaklis. I'm on an urgent mission. I need to get out of here.
You have a ship.
Yes. I came inland to meet an associate. You might have seen him. He enjoyed Spartan hospitality at the end of a rope.
Yerimus? I was sent to rescue him.
We can still complete the mission if you help me.
Spartan patrols could find us at any moment.
Agreed. We need to get to my ship.
I'll get you to your ship. Just point me in the right direction.
It's on the coast. Just south of Marathon Beach.
What's so important about this ship?
Not the ship, but its cargo. It must reach its destination.
Then what's the cargo?
I'm not ungrateful for your help, but it's better you don't know.
Let's go. Why is that?
Just believe me. What we do is for the security and future of Athens. This mission must succeed.
My payment relies on it, so trust me, it will.
Never get between the Mystios and her payment. Oh, look.
Move.
That looks distinctly like a Spartan heavy trireme.
Ella. Ella. Off we go now. Ella. Seems your crew met the same fate as you.
I don't blame Yerimus for talking. Spartans lack the most basic empathy.
Stay here.
I'll kill the Spartans, destroy their ships, and free your crew.
Six of them, one of us. I like those odds. But with a slightly different tool. Let's see, where is it? That's not it. There we go. So this will let me do the throw through the sphere, the rush assassinate, to an additional one, which means that we'll be able to get 5 of the 6 with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I never thought I'd be free again. Thank you. My thanks.
So what the game pretty clearly wants us to do is to go out to the Adrestia and sink the heavy tri-raid. Which is not exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go out to the heavy tri-raid. Because it's a lot easier to fight a ship that doesn't have any crew on it. Yep, as soon as we sink the ship, this will be over, and we'll wrap the stream. So I was talking about the bounty meter earlier. You'll notice that ticking up as I fight my way through the crew here. Pay off the bounty. Hop on the Adrestia. Oh wait, right. Fast traveling might reset the crew. Oh well.
Commander on board!
And then, unfortunately, we have to swim back into shore.
You've done Athens a great service. On my return, I will make sure to acknowledge it.
Well, you did mention payment.
More than that, you will have earned the favor of some powerful people when they hear of what you've done.
I hear it's useful to have powerful friends.
The way the world is now, you need them more than ever.
What do you mean?
I've said enough, and my ship awaits. Thank you again, Misthios. I hope we'll meet again.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the odds of the Athenian trireme against those Athenian or Spartan ships over there, but whatever. Oh, I've got to go back to Cleon for this. Turn in the quest. I suppose that's just a quick drop. So, but once the quest is turned in, I won't embark on anything else. So, anyway, I hope that people have been, and I hope that you've enjoyed the stream. And we're currently scheduled for another stream on Friday evening again.
Goddess of war and wisdom, does it please you, I wonder, to watch your city?
That's the current plan, and I will... Oh, wow. Enjoy that. The stream will be archived, so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Probably go and clear the Hippocrates questline in Argos. Come on, load.
You took far longer than I expected.
There were complications.
In what way?
Your messenger was dead by the time I arrived, but I was still able to free the captain, and the ship sailed. So, I still did the job.
Ah, poor Yerimos. But I should be thankful for your initiative.
You don't seem very concerned about poor Yerimos.
Every struggle has its sacrifice. Yerimos played his part well.
What's in Mytilene that's so important?
People. We need as many allies as we can gather.
This was more than I bargained for.
You'll be amply compensated. You have done me and the people a huge service. One day you will see your part in this great work.
Only 2,400 drachmae? It's kind of stingy. I get 5,000 for random quests. Oh well. So, there is the end of the stream for the evening. Have a good evening, good night, and we'll see you next time.